Siti NURDIYANA HAMIM binti ABDUL HALIM with matric number 068710. I am a first year student currently taking Law of Contract 1, which is teaches by our dearest Madam Farhanin. And I was born in Taipei, Perak, but currently live in Shah Alam. And before this, I was taking diploma in Enforcement Management at International Islamic College IIC, which is a subsidiary college under IIUM. So my inspiration in taking LLB is because I am interested in law and wanted to work in legal field or teaching law subject at any college or universities. That's all for my introduction part, and now I will continue with my answers to the question given by Madam Farhanin. First, let me explain about the right for Andika Bernadi. So there are two issues arises, which are first, whether the conditional offer made by Andika is valid, and the second issue is whether the revocation made by Andika to Atika is effective. To Section 2 Sub A of the Contract Act 1950, it defines proposal as when a person signifies his willingness to another person to enter into a contract, he is said to make a proposal. Why the communication of the offer is important? In accordance to Section 3 of the Contract Act 1950, the offer must be communicated to the party whom the offerer wish to enter into a contract with. Both parties must come into an agreement and have knowledge about the contract they are going to form. Can the offerer put a condition on how the offer need to be communicated from the offerer's part? Absolutely yes. For example, the offerer can put a condition such as the offeree must communicate his acceptance before 20th June through phone call only. And once the offeree performs his conduct according to the condition given, the offeree is said to make an acceptance, hence the contract is formed. But do you guys know that the offer can be revoked by the offerer? According to Section 5 of the Contract Act, the revocation can be made at any time before the communication of acceptance is complete against the proposal. And according to Section 4, Subsection 3 of the Contract Act, the communication of the revocation is complete from the part of the offerer when it is put in a course of transmission with the offeree. Applying to the first issue above, the conditional offer made by Andika to Atika is valid because Andika have put the condition in his offer for Atika to inform her acceptance through WhatsApp before 20th June 2022. And as referred to the law above, the acceptance is valid once the offeree perform the conduct according to the conditions given by the offerer. However, in this case, Atika did not perform her conduct according to the conditions stated by Andika, where she contacted Andika through normal phone call on the day of 20th June 2022 to inform about her acceptance. For the second issue, the revocation made by Andika Bernadi to Atika is effective because according to Section 4 Sub 3 of the Contract Act 1950, it is sufficient to say that the conduct of the Andika by trying to contact Atika to inform about non-availability of the album is said to be that the offerer, which is Andika, have put the communication of the revocation in a transmission course with the offeree. Now, let us move to the Atika's right. There are two issues arises, which is firstly, whether the acceptance by Atika, which is made through normal phone call on the morning of 20th June 2022, is subject to the failure to fulfill the conditional offer stated by the Andika, and whether her knowledge about the non-availability of the album on the 19th June 2022 can be considered as her knowledge about the revocation of the offer. According to Section 8 of the Contract Act 1950, for a unilateral contract, the acceptance need not be communicated because the performance of the condition of a proposal is sufficient to mean the acceptance. According to Section 4, Subsection 3, Sub B of the Contract Act, define when the communication of the revocation is complete from the part of offeree when the notice of revocation comes to his knowledge. This explanation can be referred in this case. First issue, there is no acceptance from Atika's part because she failed to follow the conditions given by Andika to contact him through WhatsApp only before 20th June 2022. For the second issue, as referred to the law and the case law above, because Atikah knows about the non-existence of the album on the 19th June before she contacted Andika to inform her acceptance on 20th June, it shows that Atikah have knowledge about the revocation of the offer before she accept the offer. To conclude the right for both parties, there is no contract between Andika Bernadi and Atikah because the knowledge of the revocation of the offer from Atikah's part shows that she knows about the non-existence of the album, hence the revocation made by Andika is effective, although he cannot reach Atikah at that time because of his bad connection.